Hi there, traders. This is Brad Gilbert with today's trading action. All right, now there's not much change in the markets. No major fundamental news or economic data out at this stage. And the dollar slowly drifting lower, right? As I've been saying, and the news services are sort of struggling to generate sort of fresh information because all we're seeing is this nice US dollar trend ever since the last Friday after Jackson's Hole symposium. Jerome Powell, the Fed chairman, came out, was talking about basically unemployment doesn't look good. It's increasing and inflation's under control. So we're starting to see this nice, easy trending markets. Now, dollar yen was probably the best pair. It rallied back yesterday to the trend line and then just slowly drifted lower again. Dollar CAD, with the troubles in the Middle East and, OPEC sort of cutting oil supply or limiting it, has really pushed oil up, right? Now, for those traders who are new to this, I've inverted the oil price. So it going down means it's going up, and that pushes dollar CAD to the downside. So no change here, right? And there's no change expected unless we see something significant out of the data, right? And if I just come to the calendar, there's not a lot on offer today at the moment. Like really, Thursday and definitely Friday is where a lot of the data comes out. But we do have the Aussie inflation numbers. Now, this is the monthly indicator. It's not like the quarter-on-quarter numbers, which have a lot of wham bam. But this number still will have some sort of impact. Okay, the forecast 3.4. You can see the range there, 2.7 to 3.7. Now, the situation here, and I'm going to be covering a live session on this. If you have a look at the interest rate probabilities, right? And if anything, 35% chance of the Fed cutting by 50 basis points. That's something to really think about. But the RBA, no change, 86.5%. That means the market doesn't expect any change. So weaker numbers today could lead to a move down in the Aussie, and that's a potential opportunity. Now, the only thing is, right, that's going to be a short-term trade because the trend is up for Aussie, right? Really, if we had higher Aussie inflation numbers, it would be a potential chance for it to scoot to the top side. Weaker numbers, the market's got to factor that in, and we may see a slide to the downside. It really depends on the level of variance there, right? And if you're looking to get involved in that, traders who have got access, I am covering a live session on the Aussie inflation numbers. And if you come to that page, just scroll down to the register now, and you can jump on live register and you'll join that live trading session. As I said, it's one of those ones, it's about being consistent with your approach. Now, do I expect much out of the Aussie inflation numbers? No, I don't. But I tell you what, that's where the action is. Now, just where the markets are, okay, the NASDAQ had a nice bounce back. There's big talk about NVIDIA, a huge profit forecast, which could have a huge impact on the NASDAQ. The US yield, maybe the short-dated stuff, down just a touch. And that gives the Euro, Aussie, Sterling, Kiwi just enough room to keeping that trend going, right? But it's not exactly clear at this stage what is going down, and we just have to wait and see. This is the last week of the month, right? For those traders who are new to our broadcasts, this is the quietest week, and this is where you do see those nice gentle trends, especially after waiting pretty much 7 or 8, 9 months for the Fed to come and start telling us they're cutting. That's happening, and we are seeing the gentle slide. You can just see on these trend lines, it's just tickling these trend lines and then just going back into it. Now, you might get a little bit balked on that because you're like, well, it just looks like it's going to break. And they all do. But that's what happens in a trending market. They always look like that. So just be patient. The next sort of key numbers, definitely out of the States, will have an impact. But right now, you can see very clearly where the trends are. And that's what you've got to be focusing on. All right, guys, have a good one. All the best. Cheerio.